If you're watching the vid, this is a tribute to Root. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
A nice road to feel. I slip off the hill and crash all the steel. Will I ever heal? I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
It's real, bro. Like a meat shield is the most valuable. Watch, all it's gonna be is big, bro. This map is easier because it's bigger. Eric Gurt map is not that big, bro.
True that. Yep, it's wraps for Ace. It's wraps for Ace.
You gonna clutch, it's a big clutch.
Look at him. You got dropped.
Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, but I can find my way to when I'm facing down. Even when I don't know what is right, I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and God will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Planted on the ground, where they stand. Never give up, that was always the plan.
Oh, I realized it again. It's Obi and energy now. It's Obi and energy trapped in their base.
Are they gonna clutch this? Are they gonna make it? Can they do that?
Energy is known to be someone who can clutch. Oh, but Obi's low. Obi survives.
Alright, there goes
Dead. Obi's dead now. It's just energy in the middle of the map. Middle of the map, he hits one. Person survives. Energy stayed alive using his Irish potato in the end. It's such a round one.
Alright, going at it again.
On to round two, it's now 1-1. This has the makings of a close matchup. throws a nade in. Lyra's healed up though.
Going over.
Yes, they're definitely pushing now. Team Ents. Ents is pushing again. Oh,
And
Rita's in the base.
and he missed a shot.
That's one kill.
And that's
Obi's
one
dead.
kill.
Irene is dead. Oh, can Josh finish it? Can Josh clutch it against Energy? Oh, but both were
And-
healed.
yep.
Both were healed. And Ents will take the victory.
And now they're going through the under, shooting each other.
Seems like both teams, well, seems like Team Decidrium wants to camp. Sexy commentary, thank you, Lee. But one is hurt. Lyra's in the ground, hurt.
Throwing the grenade.
We have
And
Bloodthirster.
we have one
Oh,
down.
we have one dead. Energy with good anti. Irena's pushing through the middle.
And he got
Decidrium's
he got a
teams-
wall
oh,
bang. And
Whoa,
he got
and
a
Team
double kill.
Decidrium's strategy of kills.
Yes,
Will
sir.
it, will it be acid to the other team? No, it
Oh no,
No,
Irina
he
takes
will not.
him with her. Interesting.
Good move by Irina. 7-2. It is not looking good, but it looks like Decidrium's week is coming to an end very soon. Ooh, good
Ooh.
shot by Repulse. Deadly's down, and Deadly's their best
Great.
player, so perhaps they can win this point. Irina's trying to stay alive and clutch it for her team.
Panels still with the Anton.
Acid is trying to go through the bottom, trying to sneak through.
Okay.
Irina's not accepting it, and
Irina seeing that.
Panos is
Oh,
pushing through.
A rookie move. Falling to your death.
Balls paid the price. Irina's eating shots left and right,
Oh,
and she finally dies.
can eat that
Just Thanos. Die. Irina, ironically and hypocritically, says die TF, not knowing that she has the world's largest lag shield.
true.
Panos and Josh
Oh,
going at it.
Panos
Going at it, yeah.
It's
using the quick
going
sword
to be a nice
skills.
little
Shot after
1v1 here.
shot.
with the quick sword skills. Where is he? at?
The Cali player and the lag ass from Greece. Who will come out on top?
I think I have a good idea.
Yeah, I'd put my money on the lag ass, but we're gonna have to see.
Looks like a game of cat and mouse to me.
Definitely, but I think
Looks
Panos
like-
also has the upper hand because he's
Oh no!
Of course,
he
he has the
lost.
higher ground.
now he
lost
doesn't
high
anymore
ground.
though.
Look at
He
that, they
lost
switched
it.
sides.
Very interesting move from
The
Panos.
tables have turned.
I don't necessarily agree with him pushing like that.
I guess they both are realizing who's gonna win the camp off.
Oh, but Panos. Oh, good movement from both
Whoa,
players.
whoa.
Definitely good movement. Josh was exposed for a second, but he managed to live. Panos couldn't capitalize. This has been a good battle between the both. Oh, Josh is hurt.
No,
Josh
Great
is hurt, but he
1v1.
lives.
cat. No, interesting.
Panos is still staying alive, doing his best to cement this lead. Josh is trying his hardest to make sure his night doesn't end right now. I don't know where the fuck Josh was shooting there, but he manages to tank a shot. Josh feeling cocky, typing in chat in the middle of this hellacious war. And he hits him!
Oh,
Drama.
I would say he's a good player to play against or be on a team with. All the best of luck to him in his future endeavors.
So it all started with my first account, root space dash zero. I forgot my password on that account, so I then made another account in October 19th of 2017. And that would be my main account, root dash dash two. And what I usually did on this account is I would just play some custom maps, glitch maps. A lot of people taught me how to glitch, and I liked glitching a lot. And that's pretty much the beginning. And then what happened next was I started playing a little bit of Approved in maybe 2018, late 2018, 2019. I don't really remember. I played a lot of mod gun maps too. I played a Paul 308 dash base, and I used to troll a lot of people on there. I used to go in there and like glitch through the walls and stuff, and then troll God. And then right by that little red spot where if you go through it, you'll die. And then there's a teleport on the other side, and it takes you to the guns. I would glitch in there because it was glitchable before. And then I would go into the mod gun room, and then I would just crouch and hold E and just troll them. I would troll the god. I was pretty much the biggest troll. And eventually, I don't know when he did this, but Paul 308, he updated it so that it wasn't possible anymore. So that's that. For Paul 308, it was long gone. For a while, I was playing Lost Art Sniper. A lot of Approved, a lot of Real Wars. Not much people play Real Wars anymore, so that's pretty much long gone too. And then I was playing with a lot of NEF members, Deadly Energy, Chakra, Lee, Emo Foxy Boy, who was Luminary, I think, Max Pig. That's what I remember. And Icon was one of those lag asses who just can't. I remember him. So after a while, I had, I think it was Bananas Monkey and Cheese Cheetos. Oh, and Deadly Energy and Lin and Bloodthirster and all of them. I would look at the way they play, and I would try to copy them, try to do shadow movements and stuff. I was always trying to learn new things. And this was like in late 2018, I think. And I was always asking people how to do moves and all that, how to do extra covers and shadow shots. And what else? Eventually, I started like pretty much going even with Deadly Energy. and this was in late 2019 before New Multi came out. I was going even with him consistently, and then sometimes he would go over me. And then New Multi came out, and then everyone just left. And then I also remember Deadly Energy beating me 20-9, like probably 3 times or something. Bloodthirster did the same. I think Chakra did the same thing. And eventually I joined YRN. And we would play some custom maps, play some co-op. And a lot of times they would just destroy me or I would destroy them. It went either way. I remember my first time I 1v1 Josh and I beat him. And I 1v1 Obinator, I think I beat him too. I don't really remember. And I remember my first time playing Chemical Gods. This man, he didn't eat like shit. I think he might have just came on right when I joined YRN. And I beat him. And then eventually he started beating me because I guess he got more used to old multi or something. And I also made some accounts like Elegant. I spelled that shit with the E instead of the A. For some reason, I didn't know how to spell Elegant. I spelled it Elegent, which is not how you spell elegant, which is hilarious. And I played with that for a while. I also used some troll accounts, like some parody of names like Cheese Cheetos. I would make Hot Cheese Cheetos, those types of names. And eventually Chemical Gods would train me. And oh yeah, I forgot to say, the first person to train me was this person from Q Mega. It was a clan, Q Mega. And he taught me how to water boost in Real Wars and how to like kill people on top of the base with water boosting. And I learned how to do that, how to water boost and all that. And also, for a while, I was using the red Norline skin in the beginning. I liked using that skin. I also used the white Raven. I think that's what's called, the like normal standard Raven one. That skin. I think my first skin was the normal Raven one. And then eventually I started using other skins like Blue Civil and let me see. Because I got my shit open. Let me see this. I would use Blue Civil and Red Norline and Phoenix Falcock. I used that one for a while. I also used sometimes I would use Civil Light because Chen would always use it. And he was so good with it, I thought, oh, if I use it, I'll be as good as him. Which didn't happen. It's pretty funny. And that was before New Multi came out. Those are skins I was using. And then when New Multi came out, I started using Usurpation Ranger, the new skin that came out, the like yellow and green skin. I used it on my Quanagami X1 account, which I forgot the password to. And when New Multi came out, I didn't really know how to play it and all that. And I mean, for a while, it took me a while to get used to New Multi. And what happened was when the Chemical Gods first went into New Multi, this man couldn't play because mostly all he did in Old Multi was eating shit. So that's really funny. And then me and my friend, I forgot what his name was, but we were like making fun of him because he was actually killable now. He can't eat my shots. And that was pretty funny. I forgot to say how like Chemical Guys, he taught me how to like dodge and how to predict people and what to do in this situation, what to not do in this other situation, and why not. What I don't know what to say. And why you shouldn't boost a lot, like boost from the right side or left side of Stride Sniper all the way to the end, just to land into that one little spot where people can shoot you. like that type of stuff. I also learned like a lot of movement from him because his movement was crazy. His X, like the way he used X was just insane, and I would always try to copy him. Um, what happened in the next one in New Netcode, I started playing with Red Proxy or I think, wait, no, I think it was Blue Civil actually. I don't remember. But I used Blue Civil for a long time until I started like getting really into like skins and like what skin is best for me and all that. I switched between a lot of skins. I remember one time I used to use Avery because there was this one person who would tank a lot. So I thought if I use this skin, that I'll tank a lot and eat a lot. So I started using Avery, or however you say the name. And I also used, what is it? I used the Blue Civil a lot. I used the Rikashra operator, or however you say that name, for a while because I thought it was short and I could like move around the map really fast. I also used advanced usurpation soldier because Chem said Lin used to use that and that she was really good and all that. And so I would use it, and I actually did pretty well. I actually played differently with it. I played much more passive, and I didn't really use X as much on that one. So, and then what's another one? I also used the fat Falcock. I think it's Falcock boss. That's what it's called. And I would troll people. I would like play really slow against people with it, and I would just pretty much troll them, acting like I'm using the fattest skin, beating everyone. It was hilarious. I even beat Blackbird 20-4, or is it 25? I don't really remember. And I didn't even try, and I just beat him like that. And what else did I do? I would make, at this point I was making a lot of accounts. I made a lot of accounts in Fortnite. I got a lot of accounts I could name right now. One of them was Kronos, and I don't really remember when I started using that, but my Kronos account is when I was playing really, really well. And especially in arenas, because in arenas I was playing like crazy. I would just hit every single shot and all of that. I was using the red nor lime on that one. And it was pretty much a troll account. Like I think I put BOZ or Geno, like I acted like a Geno or BOZ player. I acted like Chaotic Chaos trained me. It was funny. And I played really well on that. Mostly what I had on that account was my aim. My aim was crazy. My movement was also good. But yeah, I used that for a while. And then eventually I used so eventually I made this list of like skins because I was like really wanting to know what's the best skin. So I decided after Kronos, because I was using Kronos at the time, during this time I started figuring out what the best skin is. And what I did is I would make a bunch of I would make this mat, and I would get this pixel density, or I don't really remember what it's called, like a pixel length thing, like it's a pixel ruler. And I'll measure out every single width and height of every single body part, like the legs, the head, not the arms, the chest, and just everything. And then I would make a list. And I made like multiple maps on that account. And then eventually I figured out like which skin had like the least amount of area on it to make it look like it's harder to hit, even though every single skin has the same hitbox. And I made that. I spent a month on that. And what happened, because I spent a month on doing that, I became worse. at the game because I wasn't really playing PB2 at the time. I was just trying to figure out what the best skin was, pretty much. And before this, when I was trying to figure out the best skin, during PL and a little bit before that or after it, I was playing with Devil Smile all the time. We were testing out skins, and we 1v1'd like so many times, like hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times, I don't know, with every single skin, just to figure out which one was the hardest to hit or which one tanked the most. Eventually, I came to the conclusion that it depends on the player. Like, what do they like? Like, if they like a skin, then it probably is their best skin because they like moving within, they like the way it moves and all that. And what I did, and I found out in old netcode, my best skin was User Patient Soldier because I could move a lot. I could move a lot, and I could hit a lot of my shots. And in new netcode, I think my best skin, it was so random. Like, we kept getting random results, and it was mostly between Marine skin, Proxy skin, and I think that's it. It was just Proxy and Marine, and maybe FTTP Marine. I don't really remember. But yeah, we found that out. I can't completely remember exactly what we did, but yeah, there was that. We just 1v1'd a lot, pretty much. I don't know if I just said this, but pretty much every single skin tanks the same, and there's no difference. For a while, I thought there was a difference, but when we tested it, there was no difference at all. I also noticed that a lot of the short skins with like big legs and like they're short with big legs, those ones are like the best at hook shotting. I remember one time I just made a private match and just did what's it called, hook shots a bunch. And the short ones were the ones that did the best. They're like consistently doing hook shots. And the extra covers were actually harder for the shorter ones with the big legs. And the ones that were longer were actually easier to do extra coverage on, not hook shots. But yeah, the extra coverage were the best with the long ones, I remember. And what else? Eventually, I think Chakra left. I don't know when he left, but he left eventually. I don't even think I was playing at the time. I don't really remember what I was doing. But a lot of the time, I think sometimes I would have months where I would just play custom maps because I was so bored of multiplayer that I would just play custom maps a lot. And what would I do is I would just try to find secrets in these mod gun maps. And I would find so many. I would find so many secrets because I was like really good at finding secrets. I think I found every single secret. I can't really remember what the name is, but I found every single secret in one of the maps that were like humongous. And they even let me see what all the secrets were and all the like triggers and stuff, which I don't really know about, but yeah, there was that. And what else? Chemical Gods during the time. I don't remember when this was, but I'm not really going in order because I keep remembering stuff. So Chemical Gods, I think it was like in 2020 or something. He was in his prime and doing netcode, and he would just destroy people. I remember one time he beat Bananas Monkey and me 20-1 in new netcode. Because I mean, for me, he ate a bunch, so I don't really know what to say. But he was also beating a lot of other people at 20-9, and like Juan, he would beat 20-9 a bunch. And there was that. Also during the time, I think Cry beat me like 3 times, and I only beat him like once or something. I don't really completely remember. And eventually, years go by, and this like player Andrew Tate, and I think I already told everyone this, but Andrew Tate was Cry. The account Andrew Tate was Cry, and I remember thinking it was so easy because I guess I got so much better that It was just so easy to kill him. And when he told me he was Andrew Tate in the game, I was flabbergasted because he was so easy to kill. And whenever I would 1v1 him, he was like the easiest player to kill, which just showed like I got that much better in 2 years or whatever. And what else? Oh yeah, Nirvana _Nirvana, that account. I think I played my best on that account, but with movement, I don't know so much about aim, but I had really good aim on that. But my movement was very, very good. And I would go even with Devil Smile and Cheese Cheetos in Publix. And I think during this whole time, Devil Smile would beat me the most in 1v1s. And he was like the hardest one to kill and just to beat in 1v1s for so long in new netcode and old netcode too. Those 1v1s that I fought Devil Smile on, like those ones just made him better, because I remember in the beginning when we just started doing those skin tests with those 1v1s, he wasn't so good, but the more we 1v1 with those skin tests, the better he got. And I remember he started getting like 3 KDR with over 500 kills or something. Like he started going crazy in pubs. At the time, I wasn't really playing pubs because I was testing skins. So I wouldn't want to play pubs because I was playing so much against Double Small. So there's that. And what else? Oh yeah, Bananas Monkey. Bananas Monkey would get banned because he would SP farm, and then he would come back on another account. And then he would just beat me and Devil Small and just beat us. Like, I don't know why, but every single time Bananas Monkey would come back, he was better. But it's been forever since I've seen him again, so I don't know where that dude is. I think he's in college or something. I don't know. And what else? I think the best player in pubs was Glock. And I mean, that dude was so good. Like, he would destroy everyone in pubs. And what else? Zeed. Oh yeah, but Glock wasn't really that good at 1v1s though, but he was really good at pub snipers and arena and all that. But yeah, he was definitely the best in pubs I've ever seen. Public snipers, at least. Even, I think Chemical Gods. I don't think Chemical Gods was as good as him, to be honest. And I don't think Devil Small was as good as him. Even I wasn't. His movement was just too good. But for some reason, he was bad at old multi. I don't know why. But yeah, and then there's Zeed. Zeed used to beat me a bunch, and then eventually he stopped beating me. I think it was his last video. He posted this video of him beating me. And ever since that video, he hasn't been able to beat me in Stride. Except for this one time where I went on vacation for a month. I came back on my Trek or whatever Paul Fire account. I was acting like a DC, like I was in DC clan or something, Dark clan. And I was trolling, and he actually beat me on there because I wasn't really trying that hard, but also was trying to beat him. And then he beat me, like, I don't know how much he beat me. But then I think it was the second 1v1, right after I just started like using crazy movement, I just beat him like 20-9 or something because I actually tried. Yeah, I beat him like 29. I don't completely remember what the score was, but I destroyed him in that second 1v1. What's next? I play a lot of glitch maps. I started eventually playing self boost maps. I don't know when this was, but I was playing self boost maps eventually. And I was really bad at self boosting for a while. But the more I played, the better I got. I think the first one I was really playing was Nihil - self boost. And Nihil just kept telling me, he's like, play my map. I'm like, I don't like self boost maps. I don't like custom maps and all that. But one day I was like really bored, so I tried it, and I think I tried to beat it for like a whole 2 weeks or a month. I don't completely remember. But I was trying to beat his map for a while, and I never beat it. But during that time, I beat other maps that were like super hard. I don't remember what their names are, but I beat Dwayne's self boost map. I don't know which one it was. It was like that dark, the one in the dark, and it like respawns you back, and it has like checkpoints and stuff. I beat that one. What else? I also, what else happened? Oh yeah, eventually Chemical God. So he was beating me a lot, and eventually I started beating him more. I think it was like 2 years, like maybe a year or something. I think I've beaten him more in new netcode snipers than he has beaten me. And what else? In old netcode, Chemical Gods was like unkillable. Like no one could beat him. I've never seen this dude lose a 1v1 in old netcode in my whole entire life, except for that first 1v1 I fought him in is the one I beat him in. And ever since then, he's hasn't lost a single 1v1, which is crazy. I also forgot to mention, I also saw Chemical Gods. He got 100-1 in a public match with me and Trey Deadshot. And that was just crazy. He was like unkillable. He was using blue proxy the whole time. And we just couldn't kill him. And the only way he died was from my nade. That one death that he got was from my nade, which is just hilarious. And I laughed. It was really funny. And I think he got a little mad because he was like, damn, you only killed me with a nade and all that. But yeah. He taught me a lot of stuff. What else? I taught Devil how to fly. And everyone till this day is like, damn, he's flying all over the map. I can't hit him. Damn, I wonder what would have happened if I never taught Devil Small how to fly. He'd probably still be really good though. What else? Eventually I guess I'll just talk about that then. Eventually I got the skin and I was so happy. I was asking Gurt for like a whole month or something. I asked him like 4 times during that whole month because I didn't want to like bother him. But eventually he gave me the skin, the pink Norlime skin. And I was so happy, that I got the skin. I'm not gonna lie. I was so happy when I got it. And I think once I got the pink Norlime skin, ever since then, I just stopped caring about skins just because I have this one skin that I always play with. I stopped caring about like what skin is better than another and just stuck with my pink Norlime skin. And eventually I noticed there's some people getting like multiple custom skins. I forgot what his name is. I think his name is Oakskin or something. Oaken. I don't know how to say his name. But he got like multiple skins. I was like, damn, he got like, it wasn't like recolor of a skin. It was custom skins, like completely different skins. And I was like, damn, I think that's pretty cool. So I got my Black Norlime skin on my _ Nirvana account. And that's pretty cool. I was really happy about that one too. I wasn't sure if he was going to give me one, but he did. And what else? Let me think. All right. So this one's going to be about like, I'm going to talk about like my experience with new netcode, I guess. So when new netcode first came out, I was like, oh damn, everyone's dying for my shots. Everyone's not eating shots for like a whole, I think 2 days. But eventually what happened was people started eating shots, resurrecting, and I started dying from nothing. I was like, and that started annoying me. And Um, what else? It was really annoying, and I made a whole series about it. It was called the New Multi is Grocers, where I pretty much just played the game, and that's pretty much it. But it was mostly just new netcode, so and I hated it. Yeah, I made a whole series on it. Isn't that funny? I played every single day. Every single time I would play, I would record, and I would upload it to that new multi grocers. And eventually, that series went away when Lynn came into the picture and just released the best update ever in PB2. She released an update with old netcode and new netcode combined. So you had old physics, new physics, and you had new netcode and old netcode. And you could have 4 different multiplayers with that, which is just really cool. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, new netcode is just. I mean, if you just didn't die from nothing, I mean, it would be so good, you know. But the desync is so bad. I mean, the sync is bad, or I don't know how to say it. One of the things that kind of fixed the netcode, but not like fully, was D-Man's nanotech dash ch. Oh fuck, I can't talk. Nanotech dash cht. That thing, it made it so that everyone always dies. Like when you hit them, they always take damage. They never eat shots. They never resurrect. It's impossible. Um, After a while, I think I figured out that like tanking is pretty normal, right? There's a head shot, a chest shot, leg shot, arm shot, and sometimes when you hit someone's chest, it can hit their arm, so it makes a different fluctuation in damage. So tanking is purpose. It's purposeful. It's not random. It's literally made there just because I think it's made there for a reason. Like one reason is because if you were to shoot between both those little gaps in Stride Sniper, and your whole hitbox was the same as your head hitbox or whatever, it had the same damage as a headshot, then you would always die, and people could just camp and just spam the whole time. And I think that's the reason tanking was a thing. But to be honest, who the hell is aiming at someone's head? You know, I only know some people who aim at the head, but it's really hard because people lag and have desync, and it's hard to just actually aim at a body part. So I've never really aimed at body parts, except on my Cronus account. On my Cronus account, I always try to hit their head. I remember I was always trying to hit their head, so I think that's maybe why my aim was so good. People like Zed always try to hit the head as well, and people like Devil Smile always tries to aim at the feet because the legs have the second most damaged multiplayer or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. But if you hit the legs, it's gonna do more damage than if you hit the chest, pretty much. And I guess hitting the feet like makes it more so that you actually hit their legs or something, not hit their arms. And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for that new netcode. And we have old netcode. Um, the only problem with old netcode is that it takes longer to get kills, right? In new netcode, getting 100 kills can take like 10 to 15 minutes. But in old netcode, getting 100 kills can take like, well, I don't really know. I've never actually seen, but I know it takes a longer time. Maybe like 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes, but there's that. And old netcode also has this thing where if you hit through someone, it's not actually going to always count it because on their screen, it doesn't hit them. So in old netcode, you have to predict where their body will be. So if they like self boost forward and they have high ping and you have low ping, then you should shoot in front of them, not at them, you know. And the higher their ping, the worse their lag, the more you have to shoot in front of them while they boost forward. And old netcode also had, those were the only like bad things about old netcode. And the good things about old netcode is that because of this desync problem and having to hit people around them in order to hit them, make your shot hit them to see your shot hit them. You could do shadow shots, and oh my god, I can't talk. You could take a lot more coverage and shadow shot people, even if you're not hitting them on your screen. And I think that's a lot of what old netcode was, is just guessing of where your shot would go on their screen and outmaneuvering them, because you can actually dodge their shots. Unlike new netcode, it's not really about dodging, but it's more like predicting where their shot will be, or like where they shot on their screen, not on your screen. I think new netcode actually made me better at dodging, because you have to dodge like kind of invisible bullets and like kind of move after someone shoots you. That made me a lot more better at dodging on old netcode and all that. What else? Also, what else did I learn? I learned a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of techniques in new netcode and old netcode. I made a whole playlist on it and all that. A lot of stuff. I remember this one time I learned how to do a negative wall jump where you hold X and then you wall jump, which was something a lot of people would accidentally do while they're playing. You would notice that you hit a wall and then you just start going flying for no reason. And I actually figured out how to actually do it purposely instead of accidentally. And I guess there were some people that already knew it, so I didn't really discover it. So I remember at the time I thought I did, until I found out there was saw maps with that little technique in them where you have to boost into the wall and then wall jump from it. What else? I also learned from Zed a lot. I learned how to slingshot and how to hop from Zed. I never use hopping though, but I do use slingshotting, and Zed taught me that. I remember at first I didn't really use it at first because I didn't really know how to use it. But eventually I started training it and using it more. And then I got really good at slingshotting. And I remember I'm like super good at extra cover, and I can hit extra covers from so far away. And new netcode actually kind of makes me very very careful when I extra cover. Because when you extra cover, they can just hit you with nothing. And that would happen a lot. I would hit them, and they would hit me at the same time, even though I got hit by nothing on my screen. So there was a lot of that, and I had to learn how to use it properly. What else? I learned how to like fly. I remember I flew a lot in old netcode. Before new netcode, I was flying all the time. I was like a bird in the sky. I was just always flying. But I had really good movement. I remember in the beginning of new netcode, I was using this account, or I don't know. In the beginning, I was just moving like crazy, but my aim wasn't there. But I was always trying to move like a maniac, like using X a bunch and flying a bunch and trying to hit shots and all that on people. And I think I made my movement was really good, but my aim was bad. So yeah, I was trying to copy Chem's movement in old netcode. And eventually I started playing more passive. The more I played, the more passive I got. And I still had my movement, but I was pretty much just more passive. And I was more smart with how I shoot and all that. I remember eventually what happened was I started noticing like I can't get better. I don't know how to get better. Right? I'm playing so much, but I'm not getting better. So what I do is I start practicing shots. I start making accounts and practicing my movement and my predicting. And I would use handicaps. I would use no sound. I would use no swords. I would just use these handicaps in order to like handicap myself, in order to make myself better in a certain area. Like for example, to learn like how to dodge better, I would, or like how to predict or like how to have better reaction time, I would not snipe in a sniper's map or any other map. I would only shoot people who I saw and not spam pretty much. And I would also use no X. I would also use no sound. I'd also use no nades, and I'll just practice my what's it called, my predicting and my reaction time. That's what it was, yeah. But yeah, and I think throughout my whole PB2 journey, going back to skins, because I was always the person who was always talking about skins and shit. The best skin was honestly just the skin that you think looks the best, pretty much. So like I think Northern Line looks really cool, so I'm gonna use it, you know. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have the lowest area. It don't really matter. It just matters like which skin do you like that looks good and moves good, pretty much. And what else? And I figured out Norline was pretty much the skin. Because on Chronos and Nirvana, I was using Norline, and that was my best time. In public matches, Norline was the best, pretty much. And in 1v1s, I always did best with Proxy and FTTP Marine, the white one. That's pretty much that. And I also played really good with standard Norline. But I never played good with the colored Norlines for some weird reason. I remember one time I was losing 5-10 against Chem in 1v1. And I was using, I think, blue Norline, or was it red Norline? I think I was using red Norline. And I was like, pause, and then I paused the match. And then I used a different skin. I used Proxy. And what happened is I made this comeback and I beat him. And I was just so much better with Proxy in 1v1s. But in pubs, I played worse with Proxy. It's just super weird. I don't really understand that completely, but yeah. I'm sure there's a reason. Maybe it's because I use X a lot with Proxy, and maybe that's what made me worse in pubs. I have no clue, to be honest. But yeah, I also remember eventually, I don't know when this happened, is I stopped flying a lot. I stopped flying and using flying and hovering and floating and fast falling. I eventually stopped doing all that. But I don't remember when I stopped, to be honest. It just kind of slowly happened. But yeah, I remember a lot of times I would call myself Drago or Drago or something. I forgot. Not Drago, Drago, or Drexo. Because I like dragons and like flying a lot. I remember that. I also call myself Venom. I would call myself Fake Venom with a bunch of weird like letters and numbers in the name. On my root account. And eventually, what else? Let me think. All right, I'm gonna talk about the people I trained. I trained Trade Edge Shot, Hakunaku, Nuke 10, maybe Cole. I don't really remember. I probably trained Devil Small a tiny bit. I don't really completely remember how much I trained him. I taught him how to fly, so there's that. I think I taught him a lot of other stuff like how to predict and all that. I also trained. The way I trained him is the first person I trained was Trey Deadshot. I would tell him how to boost, and I remember one time in Ergurt Roll Wars 1, I made him boost to the very top of Ergurt Roll Wars, and I told him to do it 5 times in a row without fail. It was a pillar boost, pillar self boost, and I told him to do it on this side, on the right side, on the left side, on the right side of the pillar, on the left side of the pillar, on both sides of the map. And that's pretty much how I trained him, was just self boosting, which is pretty funny. It was a pretty bad way to train, to be honest, but he did get better from it, surprisingly. Because I guess he got better at something. I mean, if you get better at something, then you're gonna get better at the game, pretty much. But I also trained Nuke 10. I taught him how to predict and how to. I taught him the same thing, like self boosting, all that. I taught him how to like aim better, move better. But yeah, there was that, and I also taught Devil Small. I mean, I taught him how to fly. I taught him how to predict. I probably taught him more too, but a lot of my trainings, if anything, was those skin tests, which weren't really trainings, but made him better. But yeah, what else? I also trained you. I forgot how I trained you though, Hakunaku. Don't really completely remember. I probably taught you the same thing. I trained Nuke 10, how to predict and all that. Shit. Excuse me. I think I burped a little. All right. What else? Oh yeah, I trained a lot. A lot of my trainings was like how to do moves and how to do a negative anti, which is also called a negative wall boost. I mean wall jump. Negative wall jump. And I trained a lot of moves, pretty much how to extra cover and hit those things and whatnot. What else? Alright. So I remember in a lot of strat sniper matches or whatever, when I would wait for the next match, I would always do shots. I would always try to move around the map a bunch. I'd always try to hit specific shots that I was pretty bad at or like I missed a lot. And I would just wait until the next person joined the match a lot of times. And I wasn't like one of those people who would just join a match for like 5 seconds, no one's there, and then just leave. I would just stay there for a while until someone joined. I also what else? I remember a lot of times when it came down to a 1v1 in a public match, one-on-one, they would leave in either 5 minutes or after I killed them like 10 times, and they would just leave. Which I found really funny. What else? All right. I'm trying to think about something else too. All right. So I remember in a lot of strat sniper matches or whatever, when I would wait for the next match, I would always do shots. I would always try to move around the map a bunch. I'd always try to hit specific shots that I was pretty bad at or like I missed a lot. And I would just wait until the next person joined the match a lot of times. And I wasn't like one of those people who would just join a match for like 5 seconds, no one's there, and then just leave. I would just stay there for a while until someone joined. I also what else? I remember a lot of times when it came down to a 1v1 in a public match, one on one, they would leave in either 5 minutes, or after I killed them like 10 times, and they would just leave. Which I found really funny. What else? All right. I'm trying to think about something else too. All right, so I guess I'll just talk about who I played with a lot, like a lot of noticeable names I played with. The first one was Nuke 10. Nuke 10 was really fun to play with. I trained some skins with him and settings and all that shit. Played with him a lot when we won. Trained him. Really fun player to play with. I also play with Chemical Gods. Chemical Gods trained me. Tell me how to predict and all that. Really fun person to play with, and we would watch shows together a lot and whatever. And Warren would just mess around a lot, and all that stuff. What else? I mean, who else? Hikuniku, I played with you a lot. I trained you a little bit. We play in pubs a lot, and you'd always try to talk to me. I remember you always laugh whenever you would kill me, or if I did some stupid shit. I remember that. Did lie a lot. Definitely Not was one of those people I played with a lot. You try to get on my nerves a lot because you try to call me ass. You just try to make me annoyed. But yeah, he was pretty fun to play with. Anyways, who else? Matthew. Matthew was really fun to play with and talk to. I don't really talk to Matthew that much anymore, but he's pretty cool. There's also who else? Delphi, the Russian hitman. He's a cool dude. Who else? Devil Smile. I played with him the most out of every person in this game. I played with Devil Smile the most. It's really fun to play with. Always destroying me, or I'm destroying him. It always went either way, pretty much. It was mostly him destroying me, though, to be honest. What else? Luminary was fun to play with, even though I didn't really play against him that much. He didn't really play PB2 that much. Because he's an old gen, so old gens don't really play that much. Who else? Arby was really cool. Arby's a cool dude to talk to. He's still ass, I ain't gonna lie. But anyways. Who else? Deadly Energy was really fun to play with. Before new netcode came out, I used to play him a lot in Publix, which I already said, but yeah, he was really fun. I learned a lot of stuff from him. Emo was fun to play with. He always Emo Foxy Boy is what his whole account name, but we call him Emo. Yeah, he was a really funny dude. He's pretty good at snipers and rails and all that. He did funny ass shit on Discord, and he's really funny. Just a really funny dude. Who else? I don't know. Huh. I have to think a little bit. Oh yeah, Casey was really fun to play with. He's a cool dude. I mean, she's a cool dude. I keep calling? Yeah, she's a she. Yeah. But yeah, Casey was really cool. Bananas Monkey was really cool. I played with him a lot. He doesn't play the game anymore, which sucks. But he was always cool to play with. Grob is cool to play with. I remember when I first met Grob, this man was always boosting and fast falling. It took me a while to figure out how he played, but he was pretty cool to play with. Minga 1 was pretty cool. He's a pretty cool dude, Minga 1. I didn't really ever want to want him though, so. But me and him played in PL, Plazma League. We played a little bit together. He was really good at Rays. I remember. What else? There's can't really remember. A little tired. Zemai was pretty cool, but I don't really completely remember. Jong was good. Who else? Oh yeah, Cheese Cheetos. How could I forget about Cheese Cheetos? Really cool dude to play with. I was always playing with Cheese Cheetos and all that, and always talking with him. He was a really cool dude to play with. I don't know where he is now. Kind of just disappeared out of nowhere. Who else? Oh yeah, PB2 man. He's a cool dude. He's really smart. PB2 man, probably the smartest kid I know in Discord and PB2. Man knows how to code, knows how to make aimbots and all that. Knows how to. He made nanotech and he's 16. I'm like, smart kid. What else? I can't really remember anyone else. I guess Openator. Openator was pretty cool. He had a lot of like how to use nades and shit. Who else? I can't really say much else. There's probably more. I'm gonna think of more though. Let me think. All right. So I'm gonna talk about Plasma League. Plasma League Season 3. So I met a lot of people. A lot of people I already knew from RN. A lot of new people I already knew, but never talked to, like Crash and Pack and Academy, or how do you say his name? Arthur, Slashdown, and a lot more people. They were really good players. Every single player had their like specific thing they were good at. Some were good at rays, some were good at snipers, some were good at rows, some were good at rockets, you know. And I remember I recorded every single one. It was like, you would think, oh, this is super fun. This is a super fun tournament because it's a lot of people tuning and playing a bunch. But the reality of it is it was not that fun to be good because I was recording all the time. And because I was recording all the time, I got super, super, super bored. So there was that. And I remember I 1v1 a couple times in there too. Sin beat me like I think 4 times or 5, I don't remember. I beat him like 2 or 3 times. But in our last like 1v1s, he beat me like 3 times and I beat him like once. So he was really good. Like, probably the best low pinger I know, to be honest. And then FD, there's FD. I remember thinking he was the best player because he got first in the Plasma League. And I got 12th, and Deadly Energy got second. Lee got third. Of course, he's still top 3. But yeah, there's all that. But yeah, Plasma League was pretty. I mean, it was something else. I know. It wasn't. It wasn't too fun, but I made a lot of memories there. So, shout out to Plasma League and Cloud9, and shout out to Spartan. Spartan's a really cool dude. I remember me and him would play Paul 404 a lot. It was really fun playing with him. We played Real Wars 2 as well. We played Approved and all that. Snaps. It's really cool, dude. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention Zed. So Zed was really cool to play with. He taught me a lot of stuff. He's really good at sector and arena maps. Very good player. Probably the best new multiplayer. But I mean, it's either Zed, Bananas Monkey, Glock, Chem, or Devil Small. That or Chai, maybe even Chai, that are the best at new netcode. But yeah, but that's all I had to really say about Plasma League. It was a boring time, not the best, but it was some fun. It was some fun sometimes. Yeah, shout out to Arthur and Bry and Maxi Dude. They're all cool people. But yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna talk about the clans I've been in. So the first clan was Q Mega. Q Mega was my first clan. I didn't really know how to use Discord at the time, so it was like super weird to me. When I joined Q Mega, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and eventually I left it, but they taught me a little bit of stuff about PB2 and how to play, so it was pretty fun. The next clan I joined was YRN. I joined YRN for a while, and I would join it back and then join back and leave and join back and all that. But they were pretty fun. The reason I kept leaving was because it got boring. So, but they were really fun. Josh was a really fun dude to talk to. Openator as well. Lone Wolf too. Chem as well. And what else? Next one was my actually my own clan, which I mean, Raven AK Psych was made by me and Cheese Cheetos, which wasn't really that long lasting, but it lasted a little bit. And we only had like the best players. Like we only accepted really good players, pretty much. And there was also the Angels, which wasn't really a clan. I mean, there was only just me and like maybe. I mean, I don't really know I don't really remember it that much to be honest, but yeah. And then there was Misfits, which just had me, Emo, Double Small, and a bunch of other people that I forgot. I forgot who else was in there. And then there was Dark Clan. And I remember I joined Dark Clan like kind of as a joke, but not really. I joined it on my tall fire as a joke, and then eventually I was like, oh, I guess I'll join the clan, and I joined it for like a couple months or something. I don't really remember how long it was. And I met a lot of people, and they were pretty cool. I met Mohammed, Ahmed, and RB, and PBD Man, and Delphi, and a bunch of other people I met in Dark Clan. And then I left Dark Clan because they were playing custom maps a bunch. I'm not really that much into custom maps. Like Paul, was it Base Rage or something? I don't really care for any of that. So I left. And then I joined the Tommy, which is what I'm in right now. And Blackbird is the one that got me in. He asked me to join, and I'm like, all right, I'll join. And so I've been in it. And that's pretty much all for clans. I mean, not really much to say. I wasn't really much of a clan person. I was more of a person who just like a lone wolf, just walking around, just playing PB2 pretty much. I don't really ever care about clans, and I still don't really care. I'm in a clan though, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all for clans.
Alright, so now I'll talk about who I think was the best in public snipes. And the first would have to go to Glock, aka Fear, aka what's Glyph, aka Andre. He has a bunch of names. And the Chemical Gods. So the reason Glock is in first is because that dude had crazy movement, and he was just so hard to hit, and he would hit you before you were able to hit him. And just extremely good at public snipes in new netcode. This is new netcode. And the Chemical Gods, because I mean, he's always dominating the ground. He's always on ground dominating. So yeah, it has to be him on first as well. And then second would have to be Cheese Cheetos, me, Devil Smile, and Bananas Monkey. All the low pingers in second. Cheese Cheetos, I mean, he's always really good at pubs, obviously. Always moving really well, always predicting and dodging. And then me, because I was always equal to Cheese Cheetos and Devil Smile on Nirvana, before I went on vacation. And then Devil Smile, because, I mean, that dude was always good at publics. But I don't think he wasn't better than Chemical Gods or Glock, to be honest. And then there's Bananas Monkey. Bananas Monkey is really weird. I mean, I don't completely remember, but I remember he's really good. And I remember sometimes he would come back and he would go even with me on his Flow account. So, yeah, he played on Flow for a while, so there's that. And we were going pretty even. Sometimes I would go over him, sometimes he would go over me. It was pretty much even. And then third would have to be Chakra and Zed. Chakra was always going crazy in pubs when I wasn't as good as I am now, but he was going really crazy. He would get 3 KDR with Devil Small when Devil Small wasn't even that good. May I say that? Devil Small wasn't that good at the time. And Zed, because, well, Zed isn't really a sniper main, and I remember he used to be really good at sniper pubs, but I don't think he is anymore. And even in his prime, I think he's not as good as me, Devil Smile, Bananas Monkey, or Cheese Cheetos. But he's really good. So yeah, that's for new netcode snipers, publics. For new netcode public snipers, that's what that's for.
Alright. Now I'll talk about who I thought is the best in new netcode 1v1 snipers, which is tried snipers. The first would have to be me and Chemical Gods. Now, the reason I put me there is because I beat Chemical Gods and Zed a lot. I beat Zed consistently. I beat Chemical Gods somewhat consistently. I mean, I'm not really sure. But Devil Smile, he beats me a lot in new netcode snipes. But the reason I didn't put him there is because he gets beaten by Chemical Gods, and I think I figured out how to beat Devil Smile in new netcode. And since I beat Chemical Gods beats Devil Smile, but Devil Smile beats me, and Chemical Gods beats Zed, and I beat Zed, so, and also Zed beats Devil Smile, so it's this whole weird thing. So Chemical Gods and Zed beats Devil Smile. Devil Smile beats me, but he doesn't beat Chemical Gods. He doesn't beat Zed consistently. Zed beats him more consistently. So that's why me and Chemical Gods are in first place. The reason Zed isn't there is because me and the Chemical Gods beat Zed, so Zed is in second. So, and then Chemical Gods always beats everyone, so So he's there with me in first. Oops. But yeah. And then second would be Zed, Devil Small, and Bananas Monkey. So I might have this wrong, but I know Zed and Devil Small are definitely second. I don't know about Devils. I don't know. I don't know about Bananas Monkey though, because he hasn't really played that much and he hasn't really 1v1. But I'd have to guess he's in second, because he did beat me consistently before, and he beat me way more than I beat him, to be honest. But I mean, I could be wrong about that. And then third would have to be Chakra, Kostadin, and Fendi. So Chakra, because he beat me 2 times when I wasn't really that good in new netcode, but they were really close. It was like 20-18, and that was like 2 years ago or 3 years. It was probably like 2 years ago, 3 years. I don't remember, but I'm way better now, so I think I'll be able to beat him really easily. And then Kostadin, because I remember he used to get really close with me and really close scores with me, and sometimes he would beat me. I can't really completely remember, but he was really good. And then there was Fendi. Fendi was really good. I remember he beat me more than I beat him a long time ago, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I can't really remember, but I'm definitely better than him now. So, and then another third place would have to be Cry 2, which is also named as Blue Punch Gamer, which is so funny. This man has funny names. He's really good too. He used to be. So this is actually a good example. Blue Punch Gamer used to beat me a lot in new netcode snips, but then eventually, which is this year, I started beating him a lot, and he's really, really easy for me now. So that just goes to show like how much better I gone, because I can beat him really easily now. So yeah, that's my top three. The only people I can really say that I might change is maybe Devil Smile, maybe Zed. I don't know. It's not accurate. It's not super accurate, obviously. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But yeah, that's what I think about my top three in 1v1 snipers new netcode. So yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna talk about the best in old netcode overall, like 1v1s and pubs and snipes. Now this one's not gonna be totally accurate. I'm not completely sure. I played mostly new netcode, so I don't know too much about who's the best in old netcode, but I can make a guess. And the first would have to go to Chemical Gods and Lin. Now, the reason it's Chemical Gods Lin is because Chemical Gods, he never loses in old snipes, old netcode snipes. He's never lost except once against me that I've seen, and that was when he first started coming back to PB2, and I beat him. And then Lin, because Lin is always beating everyone. The only person I've seen Lin lose to is Chemical Gods, and that's pretty much it. And I've beaten her once before, but I was probably a little bit lucky. I don't know. And the reason Lin is in where Chemical Gods is because Chemical Gods, he eats a lot of shots. But I mean, Lin eats a lot of shots too, but I mean, Chemical Gods, it just looks like he's hacking. So I'm going to put Lin in first as well. In second place is me, Devil Smile, Deadly Energy, and Bloodthirster. So I put me there because I'm way better now. I'm probably equal to Devil Smile and all of them. And I beat Devil Smile 6 times in a row in old netcode because I figured out how he played and I figured out his play style. And the same as Publix. In Publix, he might be a tiny bit better than me, but I really don't know. He might. I don't know. And then Deadly Energy. I mean, I'm gonna say Devil Smile is like equal to me in Publix and in 1v1s. I don't really know who's the better one, to be honest. And I'm gonna say Deadly Energy because Deadly Energy in his prime was super, super good, I've been told. And
Yeah, he's really good. And Bloodthirster too, really good. Synergic. Oh yeah, okay. So third place is Synergic and Bananas Monkey. So I put Synergic in third place because he would barely beat me. Okay, so he was. I don't really completely remember, but this was during PL, and I wasn't as good as I am now when I was in PL. So I'm better now than I was in PL, and I was 1v1 in PL, and he was really good. And I think, and then the last time I was playing with him, and this was like maybe 5 months ago or 4 months ago. The dude thought I was speed hacking in old netcode, so I mean, I must have gotten better because he thought I was speed hacking, which is super funny. And I was going almost 2 KDR on Synergic in that match. And he thought I was speed hacking, so that's really, really funny. And then I would put Bananas Monkey as well, because I think Bananas Monkey beat Deadly Energy once, but I mean, Deadly Energy probably beat him a bunch. I don't know. I don't really know much about Bananas Monkey and Old Multi, to be honest. But yeah, I would have to put him at third because I'm not completely sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Old Netcode overall in Snipes. Kimoko Gods and Lane at first. Second is me, Devil Smile, Deadly Energy, and Bloodthirster. And then third is Synergic and Bananas Monkey. And there's probably other people that could be in here, but I don't know much about them to put them there, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. All right. So I just want to say some thank you to the people I played with, and that would have to be Devil Smile, Hakunaku, Chemical Gods, PB2 Man, Nuke 10, Delphi, Trey Deadshot, Josh, aka Biggs Kappa, Mohammed, Luminary, Arby, Zeed, Panos, Lynn, Cree, how do you say his name, aka Blue Punch Gamer, Dansman, and Spartan. Those people I had a lot of fun playing with. Really cool people. Always playing custom maps and 1v1s and pubs. Real fun. Real fun to play with them. And all I got really to say is that this game was pretty fun, you know. Trying to always become the best, always trying to improve and become better than that one person who's beating you and beat them eventually and become better than them. The only person I couldn't become better than in Strive Snipers was Chemical Gods in old netcode snipers. That was the only dude. And maybe Lynn. Maybe Lynn. I don't know. But I will 1v1 Lynn this week, so hopefully I can beat her. And if I don't beat her, then she is still better than me, which is something else. Hopefully I beat her, but yeah, really fun playing with Alden. Yeah. It was really fun playing this game, and I'm gonna be back in 4 years, maybe. Who knows? Who knows when I'll be back? But yeah. Also, I want to say, like, don't get too involved in this game because it's really ass. I mean, this game ain't really much to become very good at, to be honest. It's much better to work out and do other things than play this game. But if you can, like, make your time manageable playing this game, then it could be good. Play this game like an hour, 30 minutes a day is all you need to really get better at it, to be honest.
I wish I didn't play too much, to be honest, because maybe I could have done more. I'm gonna lie. But I do work out and all that, so there's that. But that's pretty much all I have to say. So see you at PB2 in 4 years. It was all fun and games. Um, but yeah, thanks to Eric for making this game. It was really fun playing it, learning different moves and all that. And thanks to Chemical Gods for training me in this game, because I wouldn't be as good as I am now if he never trained me. And thanks to Devil Small and Nuke 10, because I talked to him a lot, and Zed as well. Really cool people to talk to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya in 4 more years, guys. Alright. So also what I enjoyed most about this game is 1v1s and glitch matches and self boost matches. I mean maps. 1v1 matches, self boost maps, and playing with my friends in public matches and listening to music and just playing the game. And trolling. I like trolling. Trolling was really fun, especially in Paul 308 and other mod gun maps and all that. And well, Paul 308 has some mod guns, but mod gun maps as well was really fun to troll in. And glitch maps was fun. I mean, the most fun I had was probably 1v1s and trolling and finding secrets in mod gun maps. Those were like the most fun I had in PB2, playing with all my friends and all that. And yeah, that was the most fun I had. So yeah.